Hello everybody, welcome back to Deadly Gaming, hosted by me, Deadly, aka Scott, aka Deadly Canuck, and all the other monikers that I go by. I thought, you know what, I know I said that maybe it would be a while until we saw Minecraft from me, but I thought, what the heck, why not just have a little chat with you guys about what's been going on in my life, and while I'm doing that, I can just start a new world on Minecraft, because that's really a grind anyways, so that's what I thought I'd do here. I've been playing Minecraft for a few years now, off and on. Like I said, it comes to me in phases, but I started playing back in, I think, November 2011. I'm not sure what version of Minecraft it was back then. I do remember that there was not different shades of wood planks and things like that. And obviously we're in 1.74. As the terrains load in. So we've got the new roofed forest biome, which is relatively recent. Well, it was a part of the 1.7 update, that new biome. And looks like I'm going to go over there because I'm going to need some trees. I'm going to need some wood. I do not see any animals. But yeah, so where have I been? What have I been doing this past year as I try not to fall and die? Well, really thinking back, the last video I put up was just before, I guess, W5 was released, and that was an interesting time for sure. A nationally televised program featuring you, not only you, but your house, your family, and everything, and it was very interesting and I must admit stressful for me as an introvert. Very stressful time. A little bit of a lag as we jump up the tree here. Just the new world rendering in around us. So it's Minecraft is a procedurally generated game. If you're not aware of what Minecraft is and you're watching this, it's a very it's a randomized world. Your world is completely unique. It has its own seed that you can give to people, and they'll go into the same world as you. But it's procedurally generated. Very complicated. I don't know. I really, it's beyond me. I mean, any kind of programming is beyond me, really. But yeah. So what have I been up to? Well, that was the end of second year. I mean, university's going well. Lots of essays. I'm in communications at Ottawa U, and I mean that involves more group work than I care for. Group work has never really been. Well, I mean, one bad experience sort of tends to outweigh in your mind all the good experiences that you can have in group work, and I certainly I started off my university career with a couple bad experiences. You know, people handing in their stuff late and things like that, and scrambling at the last minute to write an entire paper yourself. So the one thing that I really don't like about my program, I would have to say, is all the group work. If there's one thing group work teaches me, it's not to trust people. And my degree being communications, you know, you have to communicate with people, unfortunately, and groups are a big part of that. And you know what, in the workforce, groups are a big part of that too. So, but yeah, I'm, you know, battling through all the group work that you got to do, and essays, lots of essays, midterms. I've never had very good study habits as far as when I study, and really, I thought I was gonna fix that when I went to university. It really has not happened. I'm still a last minute studier. Always have been and still am. But so I finished up second year really without a hitch. I don't know if I mentioned before, but I started a couple summers ago. I started playing forward again in hockey. A couple summers ago, basically what happens is me and my brother, we play with this group of guys that play on Sunday nights throughout the summer. And how I got into it was my brother actually, he hurt himself. He tore his ACL a couple of years ago, and he didn't want to lose his spot on the summer league, so he asked me to fill in for him. For a few months. So it turned out to be a full summer, and yeah, and so that's how I got into that ice time. And then basically what happened is, well, then Russell came back from injury, and I still wanted to play. So we figured, hey, well, why not we switch it up and have 1 week I play goalie and he plays out, and the other week he plays goalie and I play out. And that, you know, from that, what we've gone with is we actually have a bet running in the summer, because whoever's playing out always plays against the other goalie. So if I'm playing out, I'm playing against my brother and shooting on my brother. And so that first summer, it was really the first time either of us had played player in years, and we were brutal. And we had bet going, of course, couple $5 bets. Who scores first? I think it was just one $5 bet the first summer. It was who scored first, and I won it. In fact, I won the total. The total tally was 3-0 that summer, I believe. So, you know, bragging rights over that. And then we played on the same team in the summer. Actually, it's funny. We played on the same team with my brother, my brother's wife, Samantha, and her father, Brian. All four of us were on the same team, so it was really a family affair. And yeah, it's a lot of fun. I gotta say, as much as I miss playing organized hockey. Now, I mean, I was never a very good hockey player. I only ever played house league and that type of thing. And as much as I do miss it, got some chickens here. Playing with my brother and playing with my family is really, really cool. I'm a very family oriented person. But yeah, and we've gradually gotten better. You know, playing the summers against each other, and then playing the winters on the same team. The winters is a little bit more competitive and faster, more of a quicker pace than our summer games. And then the second summer, so this past summer came around, and I think I won 10-4 at the end of the summer. So, you know, obviously, you know, I gotta take it on easy on my brothers this next summer. I gotta not give him such a hard time when I score. You know, maybe not skate down the ice. You know, giving it the how do you do and whatnot. But yeah, so. But it's a lot of fun. I must say, I'm certainly still feel that I'm a much stronger goalie than I am player, and I think that's a pretty accurate statement. But I do feel like I'm getting better. I'm getting better. It was funny. I got new skates. Long story on why I got the new skates, but I got new skates, and I was playing a nice time on Thursday, and it sounded like a dying cat was living in my skate. I had no idea what was going on. I was just skating around the ice, and every time my right blade would catch any kind of an edge on the ice, so like any kind of friction, just this like horrible screeching sound would just fill the air. And it was funny because in the warm up, it was just a couple of guys on the ice, and it was just me and my brother at first, and it happened, and me and Russell kind of looked at each other. We're like, what the hell's going on? But then when the game started, not everybody had realized that was happening. And so when I was skating down the ice, and all of a sudden there was this horrible screeching sound, and I could see everybody looking around like, where the hell's that coming from? And they're being all concerned. And it was pretty amusing. But yeah, when I got home, I looked at my skate, and it has a removable skate blade, and the middle part of the blade wasn't. This cow is dodging me. Oh my god. Okay. And the middle part of the blade wasn't in the groove. Okay, buddy. Okay. You know what? Fine. You get to live. I'm gonna go after your buddy. You're a much less evasive buddy. Yeah, and so that was really, really interesting. I had never, most of the guys on the ice had never heard anything like that before. And I was confused. I thought it was like maybe it was just because it was a new blade that it was like digging in weird. But yeah, it was my skate blade wasn't in the groove, and I guess that was rubbing with the plastic and making that horrible sound. So I haven't been on the ice with them yet because that only just happened a few days ago. I'm recording this on Saturday. Um, but yeah, we'll see if that fixes um, fixes itself. Okay. What do we got? We got 13 chicken, 14 beef. How much wood do I have? I got plenty of wood. Because what I like to do on my first day in Minecraft is I like to do exactly what we just did. I like to get a lot of wood and get a lot of food, because the first night, and I'm going to spend the first night with you guys as well. I like to dig down, and I like to well, we can look for a cave. We can be a little bit adventurous. Why not? We do know that there's a little bit of a drop down here. Okay, I'm going to, don't try this at home, kids. Don't try this at home. This is a little bit more dangerous, but you know, whatever. Living on the edge. Okay. Okay, we're good. We're good. If you're new to Minecraft, yes, if you land in water, you don't take fall damage. Otherwise, I would have died, but... Alright, so we need some iron, because I need to get ironed up if I'm going to be doing this. Just gotta... Looking at the time now, so 10 minutes from now. Okay. Yeah, and so what was I talking about? I was talking about the summer. So yeah, this summer, I was talking about university, because I was taking you back to when W5 was happening. Okay, let's get some torches up here. Okay. I do have a sword on my bar, right? Yes, I do. Okay. Yeah, and so I'm not going to go into too much detail. I know I mentioned before that my relationship kind of fell apart, which is, I'm not going to lie, you know, it's, you go 4 years with someone, loving them like I did, and thinking that you're going to be with them for the rest of your life, and it's certainly a learning experience. You know what, oh my God. Okay. Yep. Let's, difficulty hard. I was like, I do not even hear a mob right now. Okay. Whoopsies. Well, I mean, we've only been in danger for not too long, so glad I caught that early. In the next update, I'm going to be able to lock the difficulty to hard, so that will never happen. I don't really know why I was on peaceful. I guess I was in creative mode. Doing a build test last time I played Minecraft. So I like to hop into creative mode when I'm planning a base and things like that. And I play on a server with my friends. I don't think I'm going to incorporate that into YouTube, just because it would be weird to watch any kind of gameplay with more than one player when you can only see one point of view. In my mind, that would be strange. I don't want anything dropping on me. Alright, so I got a full set, enough for a full set of armor, so I'm going to try and get that cooking. Okay. I've been watching the Minecrackers, that is not cobblestone. I've been watching the Minecrackers UHC mode, so I'm like, oh yeah, apple, golden apple if you watch UHC. It's, alright, let's get that going, because I don't see coal. I'm probably just blind, but, yeah, and, alright, so this summer is really when stuff started to happen, and that started to fall apart, and, you know, you love someone for so long, and you have such high hopes for your future that, you know, when it starts to fall apart, and, you know, subconsciously you think that it might be falling apart, you sort of lie to yourself. You lie to yourself, and you cover it up, in your own mind, because you don't want it to be true. And when you don't want something to be true, especially when love is blinding you, it's it's a challenge. Oh, it's cold up there. I'll get it later. It's a very unfortunate, and not a fun experience. Not very, not the best time I've ever had in my life. You know, it's really kind of shitty. I'm gonna get some more cobblestone, get another furnace going. But yeah, and so I was dealing with that over the summer. The other thing I did over the summer was I worked full time. You know, I'd been really kind of slacking off as far as working goes. I didn't work as much as I should have during high school. If I could change one thing about my high school years, it would be that. I should have been keeping a job, and I should have been working and saving money and things like that. But I wasn't, and you know, you can say shoulda, woulda, coulda, but I can't really go back and fix that now. Actually, yeah, I'm gonna do this so that it comes faster. And yeah, I worked full time, and what I actually did was, you know, I wanted something relevant, but I sort of missed a couple deadlines, and I applied at a few places, and I wound up just at a Tim Hortons. And you know what? Working at a Tim Hortons, minimum wage, full time, I do not regret it at all. I'm actually really happy I had that experience, because you gain an appreciation for things. You gain an appreciation and an understanding about the lives that, you know, a vast amount of people in Canada, and you know, at the United States as well, like, you know, the amount of income that they have to live off of, is, I mean, it's terrible. You can barely do anything. Like, I had coworkers. I think I just heard a zombie. I had coworkers who were full panic mode. You know, these ladies, and people think about minimum wage workers, and one of the big arguments that comes up when people talk about raising the minimum wage, and people are against it, is you know, they say that, oh, you know, raising the minimum wage, all that's going to help is kids that are like 16 and they're working in high school, like I should have been. But I was working with ladies who, like, there's one, and she was, I think, late 30s, and she had 2 kids, single mom, you know, and there was a time when she was so embarrassed. This is after I got promoted to supervisor 3 months after getting the job, and she was so embarrassed one time because I was in the back room and she had to apply to the food bank, and she was absolutely mortified. Of having to do this in front of me, and it was such a gut-wrenching moment. Because it's just a different world. Like, you know, my family isn't rich. Don't get me wrong, but like, you know, we've never been hurting for money, that in that degree, and it's really, it's a wake up call. You know, it's a wake up call, and you really gain an appreciation for things, for one, and a drive to, like, you know what, minimum wage should, at the very, very, very least, be at the poverty line. And right now it's below the poverty line. You know, it's not, minimum wage is not increasing on par with inflation at all. Pick, that's what I need. And it's something that really, really needs to be addressed by the government, I do believe. And you know, that's something that I may never have received, you know, that kind of experience, that kind of wake up call, We really don't need these. In fact, let's use them to cook chicken, so that they're at least somewhat useful. And yeah, just a really worthwhile life lesson. I still have not seen a single hostile mob. Like I did, yeah, we're in difficulty hard. I'm just in a little bit of disbelief at the moment. What did I do now? Oh, I hit F1, didn't I? Yes, I did. Okay. But yeah, and so then I guess in fall, in the fall is when me and the relationship ended. That was a difficult time for sure. So we get the rain. I'm gonna turn the sound. Where did that go? Sound, weather, sound down. Okay. Yeah. And life experience, life experience. But I think that's about it for today. As you can see, we got full iron armor by the end of the first night. If this was UHC, that would be the end of the first episode. Granted, we jumped down here. I do not see a single mob. You know what? I'm not going to end this episode until I kill a mob. Until I kill a mob, I'm not going to end this episode because I feel bad that I jumped down here not knowing that I was in peaceful mode. So I'm going to have to track something down. And if some of you viewers have never seen Minecraft, may as well see why I need to get suited up, right? Not these little bats. Here we go. You got a creeper and a zombie. Nothing's happening behind me. Creepers like to blow up. Oh god. Okay. Now we're good. Alright. So that's that. I'm actually going to collect this iron and this coal and stuff. But that's it for you guys. I will see you all. Oh god. Oh god. I'll see y'all next time.